What's going on YouTube? It's AyoRichie here and I'm back with another video. Just wanted to talk about this character in Tekken 8. It's been 2 weeks now and I wanted to kind of just give my kind of consensus on what I think about the character. And also this character was mentioned in a tier list, a Japanese tier list made by none other than Chikarin. He plays Leo pretty low on the tier list and I just wanted to give my kind of insight on why he might do something like that. So I've been watching replays of some Asian Leo players and stuff, and I realized that the gameplay, you know, from player to player, as in like who the person that the Leo player comes up against, the gameplay is quite two-dimensional. Like it's not really too much side steps going on and things like that. So you won't see like random downfall 2s and stuff hit too often, whereas maybe in like Europe or America or something like that, you'll see the opponents trying to sidestep around basically everything, you know, not really knowing the situations inside and out like the Asian players might. So when you look at a character like in a 2D aspect, this move becomes a bit ineffective. Downfall 2, punishable move that you will be throwing out from time to time, that will probably be getting punished every single time. Down 4, it's all good in that, like, you know, it tracks, but what is the purpose if the opponent doesn't want to sidestep? So the only moves that you really get leverage out of would be like down 1 on either hit or down 1 on block, which is obviously -2. So then you're playing a game where when Leo goes into crouch, obviously Leo doesn't have to go into crouch, but we know that the while standing moves do not track sidestep left after that situation. But then on top of that, the opponent isn't scared of anything really, because usual strat, you know, if a Leo player lands, let's say QCF1 or down 1 into crouch, the opponent will do like a backdash and then duck to obviously anticipate the full crouch sweep. So something like that isn't too effective. Back 1-4, a string with counterplay, you know, sidestep in between. Characters have buttons for that string as well. Back 1-1 +2 just recently got nerfed, so you literally can't spam it. So where you'll be getting like your damage from will be, you know, quarter circle forward moves. So the gameplay over there in Asia is very heavily dependent on things like QCF2. So like things like QCF2 into back Kempo and stuff, trying to see what your opponent goes for. Things like that, maybe even challenging your opponent at -9 just because of the hesitation, and obviously the follow-up being a counter hit launcher. So you know, you get full combo, whatever. Obviously the video isn't about the combos and stuff that you can do, it's just about what tools are effective and why they play how they play, and why Leo might be considered low over there in Asia. Because these guys, they play the game differently. So something like a hell sweep over there, they will block it a lot more often than the people that I play against, for instance. So a move like this becoming a little bit, you know, less effective. Downfall 2 +3 is a good low. The animation is a bit awkward, so we'll be able to land that a few times. Back 1 +4 being one of Leo's honestly main lows when you really think about it, in like a 2D mindset, you know, when people aren't sidestepping and stuff. So this move and then also up forward 2 are very strong, but then up forward 2, the mind game is really, there's a lot of layers to it, because it's -14, opponent can try to punish it, you can go into block, you can do the follow-up, up forward 2-1, some characters can jab interrupt it, so there's a lot of that to think about. FF2, I don't think this move is as effective as it has been in previous games, just because of how good the sidestep is now, so that's something to think about. QCF3 +4, again, homing move, pretty slow, so it's not really a move you're going to want to be going for too often. You will literally see these players just pressuring with down forward 1, down forward 1, sidestep, down forward 1, down 4, stuff like that. So that's kind of the game that they're playing over there. Obviously, the reason you don't want to sidestep Leo as well, so let me add, is that like if I ever get a plus frame situation, down forward 2 will be a free launch, I'll get them to the wall, and it will be 100 damage basically every time. So I understand that they don't want to get clipped out of their movement, so it makes sense to kind of not play a sidestep game. And then obviously the problem that I have, or that I make, is that like I will overexert slower moves if I'm in plus frames. So I will do something like down 2 on hit, and then I might go for another down 2, and then a player will anticipate that and then, you know, sidewalk or something, when really and truly I could have just done down 4-2. You know, I could have just done down back 2-4, hit confirm. So obviously this is another move that people are utilizing a lot, especially over there in Asia. So down back 2 is, you know, that is basically Leo's best move in this game. Hit confirmable. If you can hit confirm it, you're literally laughing. Like any plus frame situation where they can't step, you have a free attempt, unless they go for, you know, some evasive panic move or something. But yeah, it's pretty foolproof, to be honest. There isn't really anything wrong with down back 2. This move is incredible. Throwing it out is risky, of course, because the high is a follow up. But yeah, I just wanted to shed some light on like kind of how different regions look at Leo in a defensive mindset, and obviously offensive as well. I do find myself, you know, like I said, overexerting when it comes to, you know, using slower moves when I'm in plus frames. So I've kind of realized that, and I've started, you know, checking people more with, you know, just basically dealing with the situation as best possible, basically. So not just kind of forcing a situation for no reason. So like if I'm in a plus situation like this now, it's gonna be down back 2, or it's gonna be hell sweep or something like that, basically every time, just because I want to make the most of the scenario. Basically I find myself doing 2-2 and then maybe like a sidestep 1+2 or something, and then I end up getting mashed out by like a hop kick or panic button, magic 4, you name it. Like, so it's really important in this game to frame trap, and it's really important to understand what moves are effective against heat bursts as well, because when you do get plus frames, you know, you have to factor in so many different defensive options from the opponent in order to keep your momentum flying, keep your offense going. So obviously lows are very important in that sense, because you can kind of stop them from using heat burst. Throws are important. Quick counter hit buttons are important, like stuff like that. And Leo obviously has back 1+4, which will catch heat bursts if you're super plus. Like if you're +4 and you do back 1+4 and they retaliate with a heat burst, you will get a free launch every single time. So something to keep in mind, if they do any power crush, doesn't matter what it is, you will get a free launch every single time. So yeah, something to think about. And yeah man, this is basically the video. I've learned a lot over the last 2 weeks of like playing and watching my games, watching other Leo players play, and it's pretty interesting, man. I really love this new online replay feature that they have. It's really made it a lot easier to like see where I'm going wrong, and yeah, it's definitely helping me on the grind. Let me know what you guys think. Obviously you guys have the same features that I do. Let me know what you lot think about, you know, how the game is helping your progress, what situations you've been able to find that you didn't know were possible just by using the replay feature. But yeah man, this has been the video. Please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and yeah, everyone have a good day. Take it easy.